Hi everyone. So today in this video we are going to see what do you mean, what is exactly ng-serve and ng-build, and what is the exact difference between the ng-build and ng-prod. So basically people have a lot of confusion regarding ng-build and ng-prod will be the same. So no, exactly there is a huge difference between among these two. And so in this video we'll look into these three things. So I'll just create one sample project, and through that project I'll demonstrate everything. So what we'll do, we'll just first launch a CMD, and then we'll just create a simple project ng new, and then maybe our project name maybe we can term it as a demo. Okay, so I'm creating a new project in Angular. I'm just passing the instruction which it is asking, and it is creating a sample project template. So it takes some time, so you don't need to worry. Installing the base packages, all the required packages to be run the Angular application, basic applications. So little bit taking time. Yeah. So then meanwhile I can show you like which Angular version I have. Angular CLI. You can see I have Angular CLI. Angular CLI 9.1.12. So the latest is maybe it is greater than this. So basically I installed this version only. So specific version, and for me it is like I have considered as stable, so I just installed it. So we'll be wait for some time. So as you can see that our project has been created. What we'll do, we'll just open it into our Visual Studio Code. I've just opened it, so it is loading. Yeah. So actually we have done one small mistake. Just close it, and we have to go inside this CD and then demo what project we have created. Then I'll do code. So it will load that project. Okay, that project has been loaded. So what I'll do, I'll launch a terminal, and what I'll say ng-serve. So what it exactly mean? So what it does, ng-serve basically what it does, it compile your source code that is written in the TypeScript, and then it loads the things into the memory rather than creating a output folder. Like in ng-build, it create an output folder, and from that folder, it is not served into the browser. But in case of ng-serve, what it does, create build, it compiles the source code, and the things get loaded into the memory, and from the memory, it gets served into the browser. So automatically it gets served to the browser if there is some like if you type ng-serve, it runs the local server and it will be get loaded. So why ng-serve works like this? Because ng-serve basically you are doing for the local development. So local development always has to be fast. So for the faster purpose, if the build is getting created to your directory, or maybe output file get generated from, then from reading that directory and then loading into the browser, that may be a taking time. So instead of that, what it has been done, the artifacts has been loaded from the memory itself. So in that case, the loading time rendering will be faster in the browser, and the way our web page will be loaded. So now you can see that this local development server has been created, and it will be running in 4200. You will just click it. So your default that demo project view, it is showing the demo app is running. So we'll just check it whether the any output folder has been generated. If I click on ng-serve, I have just run ng-serve. So you can see nothing has been generated like a disk. So this is a basic ng-serve. So basically what you have to think, ng-serve is basically for the development purpose. And if someone is developing something, and he has to check the things on the local server, so he can go for ng-serve and everything will be faster. Otherwise, if you do ng-build, it is totally a wastage of time, because it will not load default the things into the browser, and it is like what you can say, it will be a time consuming. So now we'll jump to the ng-build. So first we'll jump to the what is the ng-build. So basically what is ng-build, what I can see, first I'll create ng-build, then I can show you. So I'm generating ng-build. So you can see here, this is our folder. So you can see nothing is there like a disk folder. Now you can see ngbuild is running. So once it is ngbuild complete its execution, it will generate a folder like this folder, and all the build file get generated there. So you can see it is running, and now you can see that this folder has been generated. Now it has a list of files. It will just in a disk folder. There will be a folder with a project name, and then inside that this list of file will be there. So you can see, okay, yeah, this has been generated. Okay, so yeah, now I can see this file has been generated and given. So we just want to see, I'll explain you just for analysis here, how many components are there, and what is this ngbuild and how I can better visualize it. So there is a tool that I can help you, that I can explain you. So you can just install this and install, then you can just run it. So this is a tool which will help you to analyze here, what are the files which has been generated and which are the components. So it will give you the visual representation that will help you to better understand. So this I install it, and what I'll do, now I'm just requesting while ngbuild generate a one JSON file where it will have all the information regarding all the build file which has been generated. So I'm saying stat JSON. Now you can see every time you press this ngbuild, so it will be running. Now what it will do in a demo, and inside this folder, it will create everything. As soon as when any times you just run this ngbuild, this folder get cleared. The past this folder generated build will get clear, and it will generate a new. And here we are assuming this, yeah. So this stats file has been generated. What we'll do, we'll load this. You can see the magic. Like what I'll do, I'll just load it. So just copy this. So what is this? What is that name? JSON file. Yes, copy it, and just yeah. Project name is demo. Okay, so I have this name. Now you can see. Now you can see, yeah. So the files which has been created, every summary is there. What are the components? What are the files? Everything you can give a visual representation that will give a better idea. And at the left side, you can see what are the exact size of the files. What are the file has been created that you can track. So you will see why I'm talking about this, because you just see this, and then I'll show you something where in ngbuild prod how the things are drastically changed. So you can see what I'll see, I'll check print screen, and I'll paste it my pen. Okay, so these things are there. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll run ngbuild prod. So what is ngbuild prod does? So I'll run ngbuild prod. So I just type ngbuild prod. Okay. So what it will do, it will generate a JSON file for the ngbuild prod mode. So it will give you exact information how the file has been reduced, what are the things. I'll tell you the exact difference between these two modes. But first, I just want to show what is a major factor is happening. What is a major thing is happening here. So you can see again this ngbuild prod is running. So this folder has been cleared out. So we can see this folder has been cleared out. Okay, and it is generating. Okay, it's generating. So what we'll do? Yeah, it is generating. Just wait for some time. Yeah, it is done with gen. Now you can see. Now you can visually you can see the number of files which has been generated in the case of ngbuild prod. It has been reduced. Now I'll show you the major thing like that. I'll show you. I'll just I'm just typing this. So now you can see. Yeah. Now you just simply compare this. The overall size is 384.09 KB, and you can see here the overall size is 3.52. What is this? A drastic difference. You can see this is a drastic difference. So you can compare it just like number of files here are like 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here the number of files are 3, 4 only, and the overall size is 384. So there is a huge difference between 384 KB and that MB. So why the things are happening like this? Why the only the prod is creating such a huge difference? So that you need to understand. So for that, I'll explain you why the things are happening like this. So basically, when you type ng build prod, so what it does a lot of things for you, because ng build that means you are going for a production and you are going for a production build. So there, obviously, it is going for deployment, so you don't want to compromise the thing. You don't want to the build size to be a larger. You don't want the build has to be stable. So a lot of things you want. So for that, the prod flag has been given. So what is the first thing? It does uglification. So you'll shock. What is uglification? So what is uglification? Uglification, what it does, it simply makes your code ugly. So you will say why the code is the generated source code is ugly, generated build. So you'll say why it is ugly. So like that, every code is written. It is get compressed into a single line, like everything, and will be no spaces, and it make you like ugly. Yeah, what the code is written. But in a case of ng build, your source code will be written in neater way. So you'll get the idea of what is the uglification. So basically, what is the role of uglification? It is basically like make your code shorter, make your code compressed, so it doesn't take larger space. Okay, so that is a major thing, like uglification, so that your source code get reduced. No, there will be no spaces and everything get truncated out. Okay, so that is uglification. What is the next thing? Like is no tree shaking. So basically in ng build prod, when you say no ng build prod, so basically the module, the component which you are not using, or the code which are redundant, which are dead, that is not being used, it doesn't get reflected in ng build prod mode. It doesn't get reflected in this folder. But in case of ng build, when you don't provide a prod flag, it gets generated, that unnecessarily creating the build folder size, unnecessarily creating the making the size of build folder larger. And then what is the next thing is like no source map file. So what is a no source map? What is basically the no source map file is basically for the like it it like compress your source code in a file, and so that it helps you for the debugging purpose. So basically, if you are generating a build and you want for debug those files, debug those codes, so it compresses those source code in that file, and so that it helps you for debugging. So obviously, if you're giving a production build, we don't want to give some intention like we will be going to debug. So if you are giving that, so just provide a build prod. So in that case, it will not going to generate source map file. That will definitely reduce the size of build folder, and that will be again a great advantage. What is the next thing is like no AOT. So that is ahead of time compilation. So basically it is like, obviously this everything, this Angular has been written and the component has been written into a TypeScript. So basically if this TypeScripts and this components are directly given to the browser will not going to understand, because it basically knows this vanilla, this pure JavaScript. So it will not going to interpret these things, how it will handle. So basically this ahead of time compiler, what it does, if it is found like TypeScript and Angular component, it just convert into a basic JavaScript codes. Okay, so that kind of things get converted. So that is ahead of time compilation, because the templates and which are the component written into Angular and TypeScript, that has to be converted into pure JavaScript, and then those get rendered into the browser. So that is a major thing, ahead of time compilation. What is the next thing is like, because of this ahead of time compilation, your warnings and the error get detected in the time of build compilation, and that you can solve. So these are the major things. I think you have got the idea. What is the ng build, what is the ng prod, and what is the ng serve. So basically, obviously, I'll guide you. If you are going for the deployment, no doubt you have to go for ng build prod, do a lot of things, like it will reduce the folder size, build size. It will do a lot of optimization. It will remove your warning, everything. And if you are going for like if you want to give your build to the some other developer or something like that, and there you want to debug, you can go for ng build, and so you can do that. And obviously if you are working on the development locally, so you can go for ng shop. So that's all from my side. If you have any query, like you come to know like I didn't get these things, so please let me know, and I hope you like my video. Thank you.